Hi y'all. So I want to take a special moment and say happy birthday to my son because I made this pants specially for him for his birthday, and I love the outcome of this pants and he loved it also. So stay tuned for the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Igloo Styles. My name is Cat Queen. If you're new here, welcome. All subscribers, welcome back again. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave your notification bell on so that you won't miss any video from me. So in today's video, I am going to be making a granny square pant for my son. His birthday is next month, so I'm trying to get things together. So I'm trying to make a granny square pant for him. So all you need is scissors, yarn, color of your choice. You really don't need a tape, measuring tape, but here you do need it because you have to measure his waist and the length of how you want it and all the leg parts, everything. So before we start, you're going to need, so I am going to be using 4.25 millimeter hook. So I am going to start with brown, but I am going to show you one of the squares that I've made so far. So this is how our square going to look like. So it's very easy. I'm going to show you guys these two steps, then I'm going to show you how to change your yarn. So let's get started. So I am going to be starting with the brown because the brown is at the bottom. So I am just going to, okay, so now how we're going to start with the granny stitch. I'm going to place this like this, fold from the back, make like a 2 point with your 2 fingers, wrap it around, then you hold it here, you use your hook, you go inside of the circle and pull, you twist your hand like this, then you pull, then you do make another chain up. That's how you close it. You make this a little bit tight. So I'm going to make one more for it to tight. Yarn over, come into the circle and make a double crochet. Yarn over, go into the same circle and make a double crochet. So this starting right here is all is counted, so you have 1, 2 and 3. So now what you do, some people they do 2 chain, but I am going to do only 1 because I don't want it to be too open. Yarn over, come to the same circle and make my double crochet. Come to the same circle, make my double crochet. Yarn over, come to the same circle and make my double crochet. So now I have 2 different and a space in here. Chain 1, yarn over, come to the same circle, make my double crochet, chain 1, come to the same circle, make my double crochet. So I have 3 now. I'm going to chain 1 again, yarn over, come to the same circle, make my double crochet, come to the same circle and make my double crochet, come to the same circle and make my double crochet. So now I have 4. So I'm going to close the hole a little bit. Now I'm going to chain 1. As you can see, it's 4. So now I'm going to close this really tight, then slip stitch in here, 1, 2, slip stitch into this. Then you have your 4 circle. 1, this is 1, then this is 2, this is 3, then this is 4. So I am not going to cut my yarn. I'm just going to make slip stitch. Make sure the back is tight. This is the back. I'm going to make slip stitch underneath here, the first one, the first row. Slip stitch 1, slip stitch 2, slip stitch and 3 in this small hole. I'm going to chain 1, chain 2, yarn over, make my double crochet in this hole right here. make again another double crochet in the same hole. For the first one, this one is counted, so 1 2 3. So now you're gonna chain 1, yarn over, come into the same space and make another double crochet. For second time, 3 double crochet, you chain 1, you make another 3 double crochet in between. So now I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to bring this one in here, in this space in here, make my double crochet, make another double crochet, make another double crochet, chain 1, make another double crochet, another double crochet, another double crochet, 4. Now you get 4. You chain, yarn over, you come to the next space, you make your double crochet, another double crochet, another double crochet, chain 1, make another double crochet, another double crochet, another double crochet. So now you have 3. You chain 1, come to the next here, make another double crochet, make another double crochet, another double crochet, chain 1, you make another double crochet. So this is the last double crochet we're making. Then we're going to connect it on this side, make 1, then I'm going to make another 1. Then I am not going to chain yarn or chain over, I'm just going to make a slip stitch right on top of this one. This is how I make it. Then I'm going to pass this one, flip this over and bring it to this here and make a slip stitch. Oh, in case I forget, and cut, then pull this out. When you have your darning needle, you just go ahead and stitch it in the inside, but I'll show you guys that one later. So now this is, I'm going to put the brown aside. So this is how your 4 corners supposed to look like. So now I'm going to show you guys how to make the changes. You can start from anywhere from these spaces, but for me, I always like to start from here. So now I'm going to bring in the cream color. So you can use any yarn of your choice, okay? So now this is the cream color. So now I'm going to hold my yarn like this, make a slip knot and pull in this space right here. I'm going to chain 1. At this point, I like to hide some of it, make another chain, yarn over, come to the same space and make my double crochet. This one is counted, so I have 2 now. I make another double crochet, then I chain 1, come to the same space, make another double crochet. But make another double crochet, you make another double crochet. So this is how your work supposed to be looking. So now you chain 1, you come to this space right here. This one you're only going to place 3 double crochet only until we go to the next one, okay? So you chain 1, you skip, you come to the next space, 1 2. This is where you're going to be doing another chain, make 3, then you chain 1, you yarn over, come to the same space again, you make 3, you go again, then that's it. So this is how your work supposed to be looking. So these are the 4 corners, 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 are the 4 corners. So now you're going to go this way, finish up this. I'll show you guys one more time, then after that I'll show you what I have. So this is the other corner of the granny square. I'm going to make my double crochet. So if you feel like you're missing anything, you can go back to the video to start it again so you can learn something. So this is the 3rd corner. In here you only put 3 double crochet in the same space. That's it. This is the fourth corner. 3 double crochet, chain 1, you make again another double crochet. You're supposed to have a darning needle with you. I forgot totally to put my darning needle. So this is it, 4 corner. So now I'm going to slip stitch right here. Slip stitch. Oh, slip stitch, come on. Slip stitch 1. I'm going to slip stitch. Mind you, it's 3. It's supposed to be 3 in this second slip stitch. Then underneath, I slip stitch, chain 1, chain 2, yarn over, come to the same space, chain 1. So as of now, this is how your work supposed to be looking. As you go, this is how you're going to change your work. So this is how I do mine. If you don't mind, I already teach you guys how to change I already showed you guys how to change the yarn. When you, after this, you complete these 2. After you complete these 2, you have to put another brown. I put brown, you go to the next. It's just the same repeated. If you're missing, go back to the video and do again. So I have my darning needle here. This is what I use. I'm going to be using to get rid of all this excess yarn. So now I'm going to show you guys all of the let me put this ones aside. Let me put this ones aside. I'm going to show you guys all of what I have. And so this is 1, 2. I made a lot. Make sure you make a lot, like a lot of this granny square. And if you check, 2, 4, 6, it's about 7 rows. I made like 7 rows. So now what I am going to do is so if you can see, like, the colors a little bit not the same, because I don't know why, but when you buy online, then you buy at the store, it gives you different vibe of color. But we're gonna manage it. We're gonna mix everything up. So yeah, so this is what you're supposed to have. So now I'm going to join 2 together. So this one, this is how we're going to pack them. This one going to be for the front waist. Then this, the leg. So this is how we're going to, because of space, so I'm going to moderate how I rearrange it. So this one is for the waist. So as I go, this one is for the waist right here. I'm going to teach you guys how to connect it. I'm going to be making single crochet all the way on top until I reach here and make another single crochet. That's for the waist, the waist, around the waist part. Then I'm going to do again the leg. I'll show you guys soon. So now I'm going to bring my cream color. I'm going to pick up one of these. I'm going to go in here, right in here. Yeah, no, make my slip knot. Bring this in here, chain 1 and 2. I'm going to yarn over. So I'm going to go in every spaces of these stitches. I'm going to go in here, 1, make my double crochet, yarn over, make another double crochet in here. If you like, you can use smaller hook. Go in here, make my double crochet, go in here, make my double crochet. I'm going to be making my double crochet all the way around. So now you all know here is the four corner, one of the four corners. So we're going to go in here, then I go in here, this one, mind you, then I yarn over, I come in this space, then I go in here, then I go in here. So this is how we're going to be doing it. Make your double crochet all the way around. Then when I finish, then I'll show you guys how to connect to this one. Okay, now so on towards the end of this row. Mind you, I started from in here. I'm just going to place one more, then slip stitch. So okay, so now this is how your work's supposed to be looking. So now I'm going to join this to this, but for me to get the right angle, I'm just going to place it this way. So now I'm going to pass this one in here, in here. I'm going to pass this one in here, then chain one, yarn over, come to this one here. Then I'm going to pass this one that I'm holding inside here, chain one, come back in here in this space and make my double crochet. So we're going to go towards this direction. As you can see, it started getting the thing, started making sense. So I'm going to pass this yarn in here, yarn over, and come back in here and make my double crochet. Pass it in here, chain one, come in here, make my double crochet. So this is how your work's supposed to be looking. So now I'm going to pass this one in here, yarn over, come in here, make my double crochet, go again in here, pass my yarn, in here, pass my yarn, yarn over, and come in here. So this is how your work's supposed to be looking, and that's how we're going to be doing it. When we get to this side, I'll tell you guys what to do next. Okay, so now I'm at the four corner, the one of the four corners right here. It's just the same thing that we're going to do. So I'm going to do one more, just one more. I'm going to pass this in here, yarn over, come to this, then one more in here to complete the whole, yarn over, then I come in here to this one, then I walk down with my double crochet all the way down. I'm gonna walk my double crochet down here, go this way, then end it up here. So now this is the end for this other one. This is the last one. So now I'm going to slip stitch in here, go again in here, make my slip stitch, then chain one, then I'm going to cut my yarn and pull. So this is the waist. So now I'm going to connect. I'm just going to show you guys. So I'm going to be connecting just the way we did this. So we're going to come down. We're going to connect this to this, then the one underneath it, to connect it to it. Then that's how we're going to do again. Excuse me. Then this is the middle going to be like this all the way here. This is going to be the middle. We're going to connect this again to this one. Going to connect this to this, then this one going to be for the back. So we're going to connect this again. The back going to be connected, but first let's do the front, then we're going to do the back. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. I don't know why it's blurring. So yeah, so this is a full size length of the pants, and I am going to be joining this. Then I also have this one too. This is the other side. This is going to be back and front. This is the other side of the pants, but because of the size of my camera, the size of my whatsoever is too small, so you cannot see the whole thing, but I'm trying to make things work here. So now what I'm going to do is, this is the wrong side, this is the wrong side, and this right here is the good side. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn it to the good side. So this is the good side, and guess what? So now we're going to connect. This is going to be where you're going to start to connect. Let me put this other one. So make sure it's on the good side, because we're going to be stitching them edge to edge. So so this up here, or for up here is the waist. It's the waist section. So what we're going to do, we're going to start to stitch from up. We're going to start to stitch from up here. You bring it all the way down and stop on this side. Then you do the same thing on the other side. Then you start to stitch again from up here. You go from down here, you go up, then make a turn, then come down. Then you will have something like this. But let's start with the stitching, then I'll show you guys how it works. Okay, so now I am going to start stitching the two ends. So I'm going to start from here at the bottom. I'm going to start here at the bottom. So I'm going to insert. So I'm going to start inside. I'm going to insert my thread in here. Gonna make a tight knot, or you can just tie these two together. Okay, so now what we're going to do at this section, you see these two stitches, you're just going to go inside the first one, then you pull the second one, then you pull the yarn, you slip stitch, you go again to the second one, make sure they are equal, you pull, then you make a slip stitch, you go again to the next one, you connect it to the other one, you pull, you make a slip stitch. So we're going to be making slip stitch, and this is how our work going to be looking like. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up our slip stitch. You're going to be doing this all the way up until you reach up, then you cut your yarn, then you do the same thing for the other side. So I am done now with this one. So now I'm going to connect to the other one. Everything is supposed to be equal. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to put the same thing, split it into two, make my slip stitch, then go again in the next one, I do the same thing. Okay, so now I'm towards the end of, I'm almost towards the waist. So this is how we're going to end it. Okay, so now this is going to be the waist size. So I'm just going to do this and cut my yarn, because I'm going to be doing the other side. After I do the other side, then it's going to look like this. Then I do the band. Okay, so now I'm finished with both sides. So this is how the band is supposed to look like. So now all I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure like the band. But first, before I measure the band, I want to like pull. Then so we might gonna finish like this, the middle last, because I want to make like the band. So I'm going to use my measuring tape. AJ, come. I'm going to use my measuring tape for the band to get the measurements. Okay, so now I'm going to use the measuring tape to measure. So this is going to be his measurements. So from here, from up here to here is 25. From here to here is 25. So now I'm going to start working with the band. So I'm going to go one more. I'm going to just go one more up here. Then I do the same thing for up here. Go one more. Okay. So now I'm going to turn this inside out. You know what? Let me just get some yarn and do this part, then we can turn it inside out. But for now, so this is the inside of the pants. This is the inside of the pants. So I'm going to start from in middle here, make my slip knot and pull. Yeah, make a chain by sealing it. So I'm going to go back again inside. I'm going to start stitching from the inside here and join it to this one. Make sure you hide your excess, very important, and make a slip stitch. You go back again in here, you go in here, hide it, you make a slip stitch. So you go again in here and pull, go and pull. Make sure it's not too tight. So this is how you're going to be doing it all the way around, all the way to the end of this other feet, this other leg of it, until you end it here. I'll show you guys what to do next. Okay, so now I'm in the middle. I'm coming towards the middle. So you tuck this and this together. Okay, so now I'm almost towards the end of the middle part of the pants. I'm just gonna finish this up, then do my endings, then tie my work. Make sure you always end it like between this space here. So one more, then I'm done. Yeah, that's the space right there. So I'm just gonna make my chain, then cut. So I'm going to be using my needle to finish all the endings. So now I'm going to turn the pants inside out. So this is the outcome of the pants. So far, this is the leg. I need to do maybe some stitches, put some stitches at the end. I don't know yet, but so now I'm going to finish up the top waist part. But so far so good. This is how the pants looks like. So now let me finish up the waist part, then I can take it from there. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 1 and 2. I'm going to turn my work, so I'm going to be doing single crochet all the way around. Single crochet, so this right here is the middle. So I'm going to be doing single crochet, no, not even single crochet. I'm going to be making front and back panel, front and back stitch. So yarn over, this is going to be my front panel. So this is the time, if you want to decrease, this is going to be at the back, this one is the front already, this one going to be at the back, pull. If you want to decrease, this is the time for you to decrease. I'm going to go again. So because of space on my phone is running out on storage, so now I'm just gonna do quick and show you this part, then you do the rest. So after you do 4 front and back, I'm gonna do one more after 5. Then I'm gonna do the back post. So I'm gonna take like 2, so that it won't be the elastic band won't be too big. So I do again front post, back, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So this is how you're going to be doing it. When I'm done, I'll show you guys the outcome. Okay, so now I'm done with the first row. So I'm just going to do now 1 or 2 more rows without no decrease. I'm just going to work on top of each with no decrease, then we are all done. If you like, you can give it a drawstring for it to tie, or if you like, you can give it elastic or leave it like this. Okay, so now I'm just going to do single crochet all the way around on both legs, right on top of each and every one of these, then we are done. Like